Welcome to the So You Wanna Get Fat podcast. I am your host, not your typical chef, Brian Sao. And today I have my co-host, a man so important he feels the need to be texting while we're live on the podcast.
I'm busy. Wait, give it a second. Where in time and space are we? Can I say Happy New Year?
Yeah, we can get whatever. Yes, we are. When we're filming this is the new year. Won't come out 3 weeks until 3 weeks later. We do like to work a little ahead, just for the sake of our schedules, because it's not uncommon for us to have to skip a week when usually me when I get a little too busy. Buddy, how are you? Yes, we got So You Want to Get Fat.
But you actually got me one too this time.
Yes,
not like the mug. You banked on this.
Well, when people sign up for my mailing list, I send them some stickers. I needed some new stickers made, and I had these little logo stickers. So if you sign up for the mailing list as of now, you will get one of these in the mail. Let us know in the comments, should we offer this in my merch store? Currently, we're using my merch store, which will probably eventually become we'll probably eventually have our own So You Want to Get Fat merch store. But
yeah, we're doing a Nike thing. We're going to do all that stuff.
We're going to do all that stuff. But speaking of cool things, we are filming this after Christmas, before New Year's. I already gave you your Christmas gift, which actually, I think the wide cam can see it there. Mm-hmm. Should we show people what I had made?
Up close?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. I'm going to let you narrate because I'm not in front of a mic. So please let the people know.
Now cue the music from Goodfellas. Wait, can they see Foodfellas instead of Goodfellas?
Yeah, they can see you. They can see it.
So obviously, yeah. So obviously, Guga's in the middle. You're on the right, and I'm on the left.
And what is this modeled after?
Goodfellas.
Yes. But we're Foodfellas.
We're Foodfellas. We're definitely banking on that 39% Italian in Paulie now, in Frenchy. So it's not gonna be Frenchy anymore. It's gonna be Paulie.
Yeah, it's Paulie.
Hey, Paulie.
Give me a coffee. Yeah, I had that made for a Christmas gift for Guga. I sent him over one, but I wanted to make one for you and your movie room, which is soon to be complete. So thus, the Christmas gift. But buddy, I got one more Christmas gift. Yes. Oh, I've been waiting to share this. Now, one is for you and one is for me.
Okay.
I'm going to give you both to unwrap because there's one personalized for you and one personalized for me. So there you go, buddy. Merry Christmas.
Any special order?
I'm not sure which one is which, but...
So, the first one...
Hold it there for a second so it
is our original
focus. And put it in front of your face so the camera... No. Like block your face.
Oh, no.
Yeah. No, this way the camera doesn't try to autofocus on your eyes.
This feels forced now.
Yes. No, just... So that one says dong, so open up the other one.
Let me take a guess. Yeah. Ding!
Yes.
So now we can go ding dong, ding dong.
Release the ding dong sauce. Dave's Gourmet has yet to reach out to us to have.
And these are righties again.
Yeah. So there we go. I'm ding. You're dong.
Don't you want to drink out of my dong?
No, I don't want to drink out of your dong.
And I could just deal with your ding.
And speaking of which. I got us t-shirts.
Okay.
Ding for me.
Right.
Dong for you.
Are we putting these on now?
Yeah, let's do it now.
Okay. Wait a second, Jordan. No.
Block us out. I don't know. You want the pixelation? Look at the wide cam, Frenchy. The mugs are just for us, but I don't know. I don't know if
These are for this is to frost.
This is for us, yeah.
Yeah,
like to drink out of day to day, yeah. And now we have our mugs.
Should we go put them in the freezer now?
Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Well, so ladies and gentlemen, these Ding Dong shirts were made just for us. But I don't know if you guys would like to order this set. Let us know.
Oh, to make these available?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if people would want them. Definitely not the coffee mugs. The coffee mugs are just for you and I. That's special. That has our photo, our original photo together. But right now, open for pre-order. I don't have some samples in hand. We will show it to you. But remember from...
But if people want this shirt, why wouldn't they want the mug eventually?
I don't know. I guess
you want it just special for us.
Yeah, the mug is special for us with our original photo.
We'll make Ding Dong mugs.
Ding Dong mugs. Let us know if you guys are interested, would be down to pick up some of these Ding Dong tees. So we did get a package from Caleb, Oompaville.
Are we going to bust that open, right?
We will very shortly. Okay,
shortly doesn't mean now. Okay, we're not busting it out.
But what I do want to address right now is that someone has been posing as me in the comments section. And
I told you this.
Yeah. But I mean, people have been telling, it happened a little bit in the past, but it's happening more lately. So if you guys see someone hitting you up in the comments or on social media using my photo, unless the account says Chef Briantsao, it is not me, and I'm not doing any type of contest. The only thing I'm giving away right now are stickers when you sign up for the mailing list, and that's it. So don't give anyone your information. And the biggest thing you can do to help me is report that page or that channel, whatever it is, so we can get rid of these scammers. Unfortunately, it's one of those things that's never going to go away. I've been reporting a bunch of comments and accounts, but it's still coming back.
Continue to happen?
It's going to continue to happen. I mean, Joe Rogan even has deep fakes of him being made advertising products, using his voice with AI and shit like that. So, I mean...
Are we looking at that on Instagram? Because I see him on Instagram, and I thought it bizarre that he was doing commercials.
Yeah.
Those are the deep fakes?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. You'll notice, though, they won't show the video of him speaking the entire way. They'll show a few seconds, and then they'll cut to B-roll. But
they still have his voice speaking.
They still have his
like
voice
a voiceover.
Speaking. Yeah.
But it's timed in opposition of seeing his lips.
Exactly. So you can catch it easier if you watch the video. So anyway, again, please don't give anyone your information. Just help me report these guys. I can't do it all by myself. So I really need your help.
Who does the follow through? How come we can't get it done just by asking to get it done?
Well, the thing is they keep popping up. A new account gets made and they do it again. So it's like, you shoot one down and two pop up type of deal.
Oh, no.
Yeah. That's, I don't mean to be a downer, but it's just the truth. And like I said, you and I can't police everything, particularly not you. And I need your help to make sure that this doesn't continue and that hopefully no one gets scammed using my likeness, which sucks. Buddy.
Next.
For today's main topic, are you aware of a platform called Twitch? No. Okay. Well, let me...
Sounds like itch.
Well, once again, we are going to be reacting to one of Oompaville's videos. I think in this video, he has his mustache back.
He's got the mustache back.
Go to sour.gg.
Twitch has long been the insurmountable king of live streaming platforms. Many other platforms have come along and tried to up its success, one up Twitch, and they've all failed spectacularly. Mixer, dead. DLive, dead. Remember that stupid platform PewDiePie played with James Charles?
That was a dildo.
Yeah. Okay. You remember we did the live stream Q&A? So Twitch is a platform for live streaming. Like, that's pretty much what they're known for.
So we did ours on Twitch?
We did ours on YouTube.
What's the difference?
Well, it's just a different platform.
Oh.
I would say YouTube is YouTube is definitely the bigger platform, but they're more about videos that you upload versus Twitch is more focused on the live streaming aspect.
But it's hard to do live stream because you need good cable and all that stuff, right?
Yeah. Well, it's just, I believe it's harder. I don't know. Some people would argue that it's easier. I can see both arguments. They're just completely different platforms. I don't see how it's
easier because you're just opening up yourself to so many problems.
There's a lot more variables, but once you have it pretty much locked in and dialed in, it's actually pretty easy.
Not a safe place for me.
Well, it's definitely not a safe place for you. We can only do those once in a while. Paul was on the last live Q&A, which I normally do solo, but for a holiday special, we did one together, and which you had a lot of fun with. Live streaming is a lot of fun, but from a creator standpoint, one downside is that you pretty much are locked into a very specific schedule. Like we don't have to film on Thursdays.
But we prefer to do.
We prefer to have a set day, but
it's nice to have it assigned. And it's like, okay, podcast day, or Pro Chef Reacts day, content day, stuff like that.
For sure.
Because we've been seeing each other Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays a lot.
Yeah.
I've been able to work around.
But it gives us a certain level of flexibility when we put up an edited video versus a live stream thing. It's right then and there. Like you said, it could be a little dangerous for someone like yourself.
Yeah. I'm not ready for prime time.
Yeah. But it is a lot of fun. With that said, Twitch recently has had a lot of drama, and Caleb is going to give us more info on it. I just wanted to further explain what type of platform Twitch is.
In Minecraft on D Live. What kind of name is that? Facebook Gaming! With all the fucking old geriatric people. And also Elon Musk did stream Diablo on Twitter that one time, and it was terrible, and it was a massive mess, and it was shitty, and his voice sounded funny, and it was hilarious.
All right, so here I am playing Diablo.
He's got the most
I
boring
have,
voice in the world.
Over there for atmosphere.
It's like a dead cry.
I have some candles here too.
Twitch still remains basically on top. Kick is like kind of up there, they're neck and neck, but it still seems like to me Twitch is on top. And Twitch has been making a lot of grave mistakes over the last couple years that have caused people to flock away from their platform like lemmings off of a cliff. But instead of falling to the bottom of the cliff and dying like a lemming, they actually jump into an airship, a green airship, a kick airship surrounded by ne'er-do-wells.
Guess what?
What's that, bro?
I just signed a multi-million-dollar contract, right? See this chain on my neck? How much you think it costs?
12 to 15.
$1,000?
Yeah.
$60.
What?
And then they stream their entire lives. It seems like Twitch is actually becoming a corn site. Like corn, the crop.
Okay, so to bring you up to speed a little bit, Twitch was originally a site known for watching people game, and then it has evolved into things beyond that. Like there are cooking streams, there are art streams, there's basically every type of streams, right? But with any live video element, guess what is eventually going to creep in? Yes. So what started to become popular over the last
podcast just took a turn for the better.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, this is going to be boring. We're going to begin.
Sorry, can you turn your mic 90 degrees to the wall? Thank you.
Sorry, I did that.
Okay. So, how it started.
Now, who controls Twitch? There's nobody else.
No, there's moderators.
All right.
Yeah. There's management, all that type of stuff.
Yeah, he's going to fix that.
So what started happening initially was these girls would start live streaming their gameplay in bikinis, and then they started incorporating hot tubs and stuff like that. However, Twitch for the longest time had a very strict, pretty much like no nudity policy, to the point where there was one stream I was on Twitch a very long time ago for a short time, where like as a joke, I lifted up my shirt and started slapping my belly, and everyone in the comments section was like, "Do not do that. Twitch will ban you." They had this, this very strict guideline, but things seem to have evolved, and
so somebody let go of the brake pedal.
Yep. See, you always catch on, but keep watching. Keep on.
Primarily grown in the Midwest, Iowa, Illinois, etc. Corn is quite delicious. Now, this corn thing is not new for the streamers on Twitch.
Oh, he doesn't want to say the word so it doesn't get flagged.
Yeah.
Holy shit, you have to think that way. How am I ever going to do that?
Certain words, they'll replace it with something else, just in case.
The worst corn now.
Yeah. So Jordan's going to have to bleep them all.
And put corn.
Just bleep it.
Okay.
For me, it's going to be the guitar sound. For you, it's going to be...
Why can't it be, hey, good God.
Years now, people showcasing the gifts that God gave to them to thousands of ravenous, horned up viewers. I have so many.
So I'm taking a guess
Amaranth,
that,
for example,
I'm taking a guess that most gamers the majority are younger, are kids, right? So this right away is like,
You see? Welcome.
and now you're dealing with kids under 18.
Yes.
Now this becomes, is it a crime?
Yes. Keep watching.
has been streaming since approximately the dawn of man in the bikinis and hot tubs genre of content. There was even that woman who got live on Twitch. That was awesome. Do you guys
That
remember
I
that?
did not
Do you
know.
remember when that
That's straight up. If you're getting boom booms.
Railed?
Yeah.
happened? That was an exciting moment for all of us.
Where's the link?
Especially me, because I was watching that. I was watching that live. I watched that happen live. I watched that live. I'm still trying to work this new setup out. It's whack, dude. But recently, aside from the things that have happened in the past, there has been a new wave of concerning content that's spreading a bit like a plague and now runs rampant on the platform. You've probably seen this.
Well, obviously, the problem is, why did Twitch is making more money now?
There you go. Again, this demonstrates even a man that's not connected to anything on the internet can fucking catch on to the dilemma of the situation.
So
just
they're
by
allowing to children.
more or less.
Allegedly.
Her name is Morgpie, and I have a roommate that is very familiar with Morgpie. All right, not me. I don't know who she is, but that's just not me. She's become the face of the new shirtless meta on Twitch, and she specifically went viral because of the absurdity of the clips. People were reacting to clips of her.
Titan, thank you for the tier 3. Thank you.
Well, yeah.
So she's
That
actually
wasn't originally there.
So she's actually naked?
Showing her boobies. On a platform for the longest time did not allow this.
Right.
But as you stated, why would they allow this? Caleb gets into it because he'll show you the views she's getting.
People reacted to the reactions of her clips, which I fucking love it when shit like that starts happening, dude. I love it when people just start when the world just starts spinning out of control and nothing makes sense anymore. I have really good internet here, by the way, guys. I have really good internet. Oh, here we go. Finally, some loading screens.
Is he high?
No, I think that's just him.
Fucking animals in this house. Oh my God.
Bro! Why, bro? No, bro, not the boobies. Anything but the boobies. Spilly, what are you doing here? Spilly, get the out of there. What? You're naked.
Morgpie even did a charity stream capitalizing on all of this sort of craze and popularity over the last couple weeks in regard to this content she's making. She weighs $1,800, guys. Oh my God, that's so much money. It really is. It's a lot of money. I'd like to see how much money comparatively speaking, how much the other sites, how does it turn over? You know, do you make more money off of subs when you have 5,000 viewers and you're just kind of dancing around and stuff, or do you make more money on the other ones that aren't allowed? As you can imagine, when something does well on the internet, a lot of people do that exact same thing in the exact same way, trying to capitalize in on the success. It's called trends. That's what trends are. It's just people ripping each other off. And also
So that's a key thing, right? Now this is trending. And what happens when something trends?
It goes over the top.
Well, more people do it, and then this problem becomes exponentially worse, which it's fine if this was a platform, but
it's not.
But it's not. And the thing is, they were so strict on so many people and shut down accounts for so
there's
much
an admission
less.
of guilt now because they were so adamant and all of a sudden they're not.
Yeah.
That means somebody made a decision there.
Yeah.
So who made that decision?
One of the higher ups at Twitch, and what they phrase it as, the reasoning that they give.
You're admitting that you knew there was a problem before and you had to limit it.
Yeah.
So you know it was a problem, and now you're banking on the information that you knew to make money now.
To be fair, I'm not sure if Morgpie was the first person to do this, but she's the first person I saw doing it. There's this person, and then this person, and then this person, and then
everybody, my name is Markiplier and welcome.
Wait,
holy
that
shit.
too?
Strawberry Tabby seems to be like
a
the big runner-up though. I think all the clips more recent than a month ago are wiped. You can't really tell. Like as soon as she started the whole Morgue Pie thing, it just seems like her existence stopped existing. I really don't know. It's popular though. And the crazy part is it's on Twitch, which is strange. This whole situation made Keemstar pretty mad. Well, maybe he didn't make him mad. I'm not sure. He just said Twitch 2023 and it's just this really greasy lady. She's really greasy. I don't know if it's like intentional grease or like what exactly. I'm not sure if I can even show.
Okay, where are we going here?
Literally going.
Okay, the point I'm trying to make is how many times have you and I scrolled through Instagram and we'll be like, I can't believe they're showing this type of stuff, right? Where does the line draw, right? Obviously, nudity's out there, pornography's out there.
But I don't know how it legally gets on my phone because I'll scroll my phone and my kids are next to me.
Right.
And then, so yeah, you fast forward it, but like, I obviously looked at something that warrant them sending me more, right?
Right.
But I've been trying so good at like taking the time because you don't want to get lazy. You want to get rid of those things and like block them and everything like that. But sometimes you're like, oh, I don't feel like doing that.
You know, another thing is if it's all algorithm based, right? And you can't get rid of
nobody's
everything.
Blamable too.
Right.
I feel like it's a cover now.
Well, that's a huge problem, I think, with a lot of online based companies is that they have all this auto AI chat stuff and they don't really bring you to a person until you basically like dig deep into the website. Like, no, can I please speak to somebody after you've answered a ton of questions? You know, this is another issue with like ghost kitchens, right? Like none of these restaurants actually exist. So who's accountable, right? Is it DoorDash? You know, did DoorDash fuck up because they dropped off your order late? Like,
are ghost kitchens going to become a problem?
I don't know. What do you think?
Because there's a lot of people making money on wanting to sell that concept to a lot of restaurants and things like that.
Right.
So there's money for them to be made. Right. But at the end of the day, I think you're going to be dumbing down your kitchen.
Well, that's the thing. I think that's the inherent problem. To me, there's two main problems. Number one is you quote unquote create more competition where maybe there's one place that has maybe 10 concepts going out of it, right? And these 10 concepts, they all have a burger. But like, for example, one concept is burger focused. One concept is fried chicken sandwich focused. One is salad focused, but they all have a burger on their menu, right? So it just like allows them to spam the internet so that in your perception is like, oh, there's 10 restaurants and I can get 10 different burgers from, when in reality there isn't. And maybe a smaller place that's not using that strategy just lost out on a sale because someone is spamming the fucking internet with all these restaurants.
Okay, back to this then.
Because YouTube is not like Twitch. You can't do on YouTube. You get immediately demonetized. I mean, if I do this, there's a chance I could get demonetized. This is me when I'm sticking out my gut. Look at me when I flex my ass. Look at that. Needless to say, you can tell that this became a very popular trend. You can see all the views, the likes.
Yeah, so look at that, 2.7 million views. I mean, sex sells. And if something's selling, usually a company wants a piece of that, right? That's just what it comes down to. Like, I remember you saying when we reacted to this really dirty shrimping industry, how like nothing's sacred anymore.
Nothing. So now this obviously geared towards kid scenario.
Well, it's so when you post that kind of video now, you do have to specify that there'll be new. I haven't been on Twitch on a long time, so I'm not sure. But
so does it limit your age and everything?
It does limit your age.
The kids know how to get around that, right?
But the kids know how to get around that. And like Caleb, I think he's going to get into it shortly, but he went onto Twitch on a completely blank profile, like a new profile, has no quote unquote.
And it popped up.
And it popped up.
So they're pushing it.
Yes. Because why? Because it sells, because it gets them advertising.
Oh, but now you can go after the advertisers too if it's during that show. Is there advertisement on that show?
Yeah.
Oh, so now another blame.
Yep.
So now there are two entities that are conscious of the problem.
Right. But then the advertiser can be like, oh, we didn't know. and then they can shift blame to Twitch. Right?
Unless it's repeated,
Yeah.
right?
And then, or Twitch can say, "Oh, we're still working on our algorithm. Sorry, we made all this money."
A going out of business sale that lasts like a year. You can drag it out.
Oh, okay. Can you explain more of that concept, please? Because I don't think people realize how often that happens with new businesses.
Do you remember Crazy Eddie from the 80s? So Crazy Eddie was famous for like going out of business and and going out of business for years.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you're allowed to put up flags and banners and eye-catching things, and going out of business, people think are getting a good deal.
Right. When in reality, it's they're just selling it to you like a normal price. It's just the feeling of FOMO, right? The fear of missing out makes you want to clamp down on this sale. But let's keep on.
Not thinking of you, Blondie. Just dug my grave there.
Yes, it's crazy, dude. It's insane how big things can get in such a short period of time. And also, one sad truth to that is the fact that it divides people. Instead of coming together and jacking off in a big circle, people have divided. And you have one side of people criticizing this content, saying things like this. This app is used by minors. This kind of content is predatory. It doesn't offer anything of real value. This guy, Daquan Frazier Sales, said, they might as well stream on Now, I've got to agree. That would make more sense. Just cut out the middleman. What the f***'s the point of using Twitch? This person, Mari, said a lot of kids use Twitch and having there is literally endangering them. And honestly, guys, I think that is pretty f***ed up. But it's not corn though, right? Like it's not the full on, it's saw.
So Twitch is allowing this because I think they're calling it like body expression. Right? Yes. There you go. I rolled my eyes.
Let me see now how I can use the woke analogy into my favor.
I'm just like, Caleb's making another point where why don't they just put on?
Is somebody saying, you're body shaming them?
They could, right?
They say, why can't women be topless?
Right.
Why is that a thing?
100%.
I mean, that was a feminist thing in the 70s. I remember women making a statement, walking around naked, topless. Not naked, topless.
Right. But yeah, why isn't it that they just don't put this straight to porn? Like, what's the benefit for these guys to do this?
You know what? I know now there's a third group, lawyers. Lawyers are telling these people what they can legally do.
Yes.
Giving advice.
Yeah.
So now we have a third batch of scumbags. God damn. Vinny Boombats. I'm going to go.
Well, explain that more though, right? Because a lot of times this type of stuff is like basically skirting the law.
Yeah.
Right?
But you need to know the law.
Right.
And then that means now you got to get lawyers involved. So now you got lawyers. This is a 3-tier problem already.
Yeah. It's just messy.
People are scumbags.
Yeah.
It's soft. It's like the softer variant. What do you think? Is it bad or is it wrong? What is wrong with these people doing it to Twitch? Since when did Twitch become a soft corn site? Dude, it's been that way for a fucking long time. Where have you been? It's been like this for years. And on the other side, you've got these people who are celebrating this stuff and they're cheering it on. They're like, hey man, what? Who cares? Kids have unbridled access to the internet anyways. Who cares, dude? For example, Tweak said, I'm blown away by the people saying it's up to Twitch to moderate what kids are watching. Lots of these kids have full unrestricted access to the internet. That's on the parents. Take some responsibility. Agreed. Honestly, that makes a lot of sense.
But then it needs to be, I do think it needs to be easier to control the internet.
Right.
I'm sure it is.
Right.
And I'm the old fart that thinks it is.
Yeah.
But I've never done it, and it's too late for me.
But
my kids are grown.
It's a sticky situation, right? Because the argument can be once you start regulating this one part of the internet, what's to stop you from regulating others, right? Like the one.
Yeah. Now you're naked art. Like now you're watching art. Does that get flagged?
But art classes of drawing somebody nude has always existed. I do understand that it's not easily accessible. They're not going to let just a minor walk into that, like a kid with their parents' phone that could potentially look up very early. It's just so easily accessible. And how do you control it all?
Do you think these poor kids are, desensitized?
100%.
I'm not saying that word again.
Right. Desensitized.
Desensitized.
Right. Like, or another thing is overexposed. Right. Like
mean-
when you buy a new car, you buy a new car, it's a Subaru, and you're like, oh, this is the shit. Hell yeah, right? And then you have the car for like 3-4 years. It starts to get dented up. You get used to it. And then you see your friend with the Mercedes, right? And all of a sudden the same
Except for
car.
your first car, when you got that little car. Like
True.
my first car, I loved till the very end. Till the day I had to sell it, I was like, oh man, I hate to see you go.
But overall, you get overexposed. You get used to your circumstance, right? That's why, like, some people, they move into a nice apartment. Oh, this is going to be it forever. And then eventually, like, no, there's something nicer here. I have to imagine it's the same way.
It's the same about everything.
It's the same about everything.
That's why you can't eat any dish twice all across the spectrum.
Right. Good point.
Except women. Stick with the same one.
It is up to
I'm
parents
probably
to
get in trouble
police
for
what their
that one
kids
too.
do.
But that was a
Teen
good
girl
joke. I don't know. I might pay for that one.
Aside, there are many creators on Twitch that also are not suitable for children to watch. Hey man, she has a point. Also true, right? I mean, it makes sense. Of course, children, if you got a kid and he's on the computer. I mean, I was looking up some weird shit when I was a child. There were also people kind of on the cheering on side saying that they hope the streamers get their bag. And also the same people, it seemed like, were saying haters are incels. For example, irrational chads.
You know what incels are?
No.
Involuntarily celibate. So they'll oftentimes refer to basically older virgins as incels. So when they're like, oh, they don't like me because they're a bunch of incels, they're referring to,
No. Explain this. What?
Incel is short for involuntarily celibate. Somebody who can't get laid, essentially. And then
Okay.
they end up hating all womankind because they can't get laid, right?
Oh, I understand that.
Well, that's what when someone says incel, that's what they're referring to. That type of person, that stereotypical, like, nerdy person who can't get laid.
And if you don't like this for any reason, you are a homosexual incel. I do like it. I do like the content. I think it's good, nice content. It's good content. But it's not something that I would personally watch. I think it's just more so me being a bit of a feminist. Asmongold, an absolute legend, said, I'm right, and the only people who are getting mad are gatekeeping gamers and moral authoritarians. All social media sites are 13 plus, including this one, which has infinitely more than Twitch ever will.
So Asmongold is someone he reacted to one of my videos. He always has a really good take on stuff, and he posted that on Twitter. Twitter is another example. There is straight up on that.
That's X now, right?
It's X now, yeah. Formerly Twitter.
So they're not tweets anymore? What do they call it?
Oh, I think people will always call them tweets. I don't know what the fuck they call it now. I barely use Twitter. I have one.
Who uses Twitter?
Oompaville does.
Okay.
A lot of these, like, gamers, Twitch streamers, YouTubers, they actually all usually have a pretty decent Twitter following. They're able to give their 2 cents on stuff. But anyway, I'm not going to finish the rest of the video. I think this...
Wait, but there's no does he get to a conclusion?
No, well, the thing is, it's like, well, where does it go from here? That's kind of the conclusion. I think you get the gist. We can keep watching more if you want.
I'm over it. But the thing is, it's like, who's consciously making a decision to allow this? That's the problem.
Right.
And like we just said, we have the actual Twitch company. You have
X.
Oh, X is?
What?
X owns Twitch?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. For a second, I thought you said Twitter. My mistake.
No, I know.
Yes, I'm sorry.
I don't know him.
Yeah.
I did sit next to him at dinner. I know, I was like, but I don't know.
All right, so you were saying just now, there's Twitch.
So, owners, Twitch, managers, all the echelons of people at some form knows. So you have people there who can make a...
But where this gets unfair is so many people in the past have had their entire accounts completely shut down because they went topless. A guy would make a sexual innuendo and maybe pull off their shirt or something. Like, just people have been deplatformed from Twitch for
Is there
a lot
bodybuilding
less.
on Twitch?
There's everything on Twitch.
Okay, so again, and there's art. I'm sure there's art too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, who's making that decision?
Right. Who's making the rules? What qualifications do they have to make the rules? animals. I don't know. That's the main thing I wanted to cover.
I don't know. We're ending this with. I'm more frustrated. We didn't resolve anything. We didn't do.
That's the crazy thing about all these internet dramas that we see is that a lot of these things are just continually evolving. They're continually changing. We have yet to see what happens out of it. And that's the dilemma. And that discomfort you're feeling right now is what a lot of people are feeling right now. It's like, oh, so it's like that now. Where does it go from here? That's what makes it so intriguing. There's a lot of that. Yeah, there's a lot of that. And it just doesn't end. Right? Like, for example, we've spoken about numerous times on this podcast about the congestion pricing that's going to hit New York, I think.
Yeah, where is that going to stop? And what is it, June or July does it start?
I think July, if I'm not mistaken. That starts, so you get charged $15 for every trip you make into the city below 60th Street. And, you know, it's not gonna go
on top of the tolls.
On top of the tolls, yeah, that you pay to get through the bridges and tunnels. But once that goes into effect, starting July, the story doesn't end there, right? Because we all know whenever something new gets implemented, there are all these problems that happen. That
snowball effect.
That you can't foresee. And not to say that something like that should stop you from progress. Maybe there's some benefit to this that we're unable to see, although we don't really see it. However, something's going to snowball out of this. Like, for example, when they started increasing the tolls drastically over the last 10 years or so, the amount of like people who cover up their license plates and there's no way to recover that money. And because you've raised the prices so damn high, you know, now the theoretical additional revenue. The loss is greater. So how do you break this chain?
Now, how did they hide our license plates? Not that I want to do this.
Not that either of us want to do that.
But that's hard. There's so many cameras and so many cops. Like, you would think that by the time they get into the tunnel or a bridge, by the time they get off, they'd have someone there to pull them over.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, theoretically, but the city's also losing money and defunding a lot of things. I mean,
yes,
you know,
no more cops.
Yeah, a lot less cops. You know, it's just one thing snowballs into the other. And that's one point that you and I think, at least for me, I try to bring up every now and then on this podcast, because we as business owners, a lot of people don't see it from our perspective, and we have the unique opportunity to give that perspective in hopefully a digestible way. And one of the things that we deal with all the time, you had to deal with it recently, is like you had to let go of somebody because of something they did, and that snowball effect that happens after that, you know? Like everything that goes to finding out the news, confronting that person, find the parties involved, figuring out what your losses were from that situation when you have to lay off somebody like that. I don't know if you want to give a little more insight to what happened.
That was a bad day.
Yeah.
That's why I needed to get out of here yesterday.
But
you know, but how rare does that happen? You see, like, it's, you know, there's good politics here. There's good vibes and everything.
Mhm.
So again, somebody could have had a bad day, but they dealt with it the wrong way, and then it just escalated, and it caused that snowball effect of problems.
But the point I'm trying to bring is that, like, there's what we get paid for to manage is not like keeping the machine going. It's like figuring out how to get through the variables. When something goes wrong, we're the ones that have to drop everything and figure it out and try to fix it.
Okay, let's do some funny shit now.
Okay.
You got some funny shit?
You got to talk about some serious stuff every now and then. Next.
Yes.
Let's open up this care package from Caleb. It's a Sour Boys labeled. And you and I, well, we like to eat.
I just realized that he's using the tape as like a ribbon.
He's got his own branded tape. It's pretty sick. Ooh.
Okay, fork it over.
Yeah. Wait. Okay. Well, first off, we got Sour Boys stickers, patches. Cool.
Oh, patches?
Yeah. Wow.
Wait, is that sour boy? Like sour?
Oh wait, what is this? How does this work?
Oh, so so it's like a motorcycle or like military patches. You know, you take the jacket has this on it, right?
Right.
And then you just change your...
Oh, okay. Well, he gave us quite a few patches. And oh my God, so much candy. You know,
This is pretty cool, actually.
yeah, they're very cool,
So you
dude.
can have this on something you like to wear, but like, oh, you don't want to go. All of a sudden, you don't want to
Right.
people to see it.
Look, it's a strawberry with an ass
Oh, I thought those were balls,
or balls.
as in boys. The
Yeah.
boys, sour boys.
Cool. More stickers. Dude, look at all this candy.
I just realized that I was like, the mic's behind me, and I'm like, are they the same?
Well, I threw you one rainbow for sure. What's the other bag say?
Strawberry
Yeah,
and
strawberry.
rainbow.
All right. Well, we were already fans of Caleb. We're already fans of his channels. Thank you very much. Go visit sour.gg. You know, we got to know Caleb a bit more and his in-depth knowledge of candy making. This is a guy with no culinary background, and he just out of sheer interest and hard work, he learned the candy making process, and now he's selling the product, and the shit sells out all the time.
It's not super sour. It's not super sweet. So it's like a nice treat. But I think we commented on that already, right? Okay, I got to put this away or else.
Now, this is not a white labeled product. This is
all he's doing.
This is all his doing, all his formulations.
It's his science.
Yeah, and you got to respect that. Lord knows we do. You know, you or I can't just pop into a place and start making candy.
No.
You know?
I can make sugar.
Yeah.
Pulled sugar. I can do chocolates.
I can do chocolate.
Pastries.
Even we would need a few tries to warm back up.
Something the other day I wanted to do, and it involved like old school baking, and I was like, too lazy. I don't want to do it. Rock it. Find something else.
But again, thank you to sour.gg. Moving on. How do you usually get around this time of year? Going into the new year? You know, you have any rituals? You do anything special?
No.
No? It's just another day?
Another day. In
No?
fact, I'm looking forward to doing nothing New Year's Eve.
Yeah, dude. Oh, fuck. Same here. New Year's Day for me will really be the day where I do nothing. The shop will be closed. I have nothing to think about.
Oh, we'll be closed here too.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
You weren't thinking of coming that day, were you?
No.
Okay.
No. So New Year's Day you're closed, but New Year's Eve you're open. Yeah, I mean, New Year's Day's dead for restaurants. I think it's like one of the few days almost every restaurant will close, except for Chinese takeout and maybe fast food.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't know. For me, this time of year, I tend to get a little pensive. I tend to think back.
What do they call that? The holiday blues?
Yeah. No, I definitely get holiday blues.
No.
No.
I get holiday hangovers.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Yeah. I'm a little hungover right now.
No, the problem is we ate so much food that
Yeah.
it just pushed everything. Okay, later.
Yeah. We definitely ate too much last night for sure. And I just could not fall asleep. I crashed here yesterday. I stayed with my husband, Paul, last night in our city home. And I could not fucking sleep, man. I was just so full, like tossing and turning and sweating.
We went against our number one rule of not eating late.
Right. Yeah, I know.
Like we got caught up. We wanted to do the laptop, and we had to fix that, and then we just and then we had even though it was super close.
Yeah.
We had the bright idea of going crosstown.
Yeah. So anyway, we ate super late. Ended up keeping us up late, and quite frankly, I'm feeling very unproductive today.
Yeah.
Yeah, super unproductive. Actually, this was kind of like the perfect thing. This free candy right here is kind of like
I needed that sugar high.
Yeah, same here.
I'm like, okay.
Well, yeah, for me, I get a little pensive. I get the blues. I kind of think back, like, could I have done anything better, differently? You know, and then I kind of think, did I accomplish enough? And then I go into the new. So, like, then it starts to waterfall, and I can easily go into depression, which I do have an issue with. Much better these last few years. But I definitely can easily go into a depression. And you know what's the first thing I did? Went back to the gym. I was like, all right, fuck it. I'm
making me feel guilty.
I started saying to myself,
Not too guilty because I'm reaching out for some more.
I said to myself, stop acting like a little bitch. get your ass to the gym. And that's what I did. Worked out them shoulders, them abs, and cardio, baby. And of course, it was all ruined by a sushi dinner last night where we ordered one too many fucking rolls.
Went too many. The problem is too many courses too.
Yeah.
So it dragged out all night.
Well, also you, when you have so many courses like that, which we did not film. Like yesterday, Paul and I were like, no, this is a night for the boys.
I was having a bad day.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get the hell out of. I definitely didn't want to eat at Le Rivage. That's for sure. I had people that couldn't look me in the eyes yesterday.
Oh yeah. You had some drama here.
But I did not. I didn't want any of that.
Yeah, I went to the gym and it doesn't get rid of it, but certainly helps. Like I plan to go today again. Well, that's good.
There's a French candy that tastes like this.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit, this is good.
Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is, you ever feeling down? Listen, I ain't take everything I say with a grain of salt, but if you're feeling down, the way I deal with it is I just stay busy. I just find something to keep me busy, get my mind off of things, and usually going to the gym and tearing shit up is a good way to, good positive use of your energy. So
Put on the Jocko video.
put on a Jocko video, exactly. The reason why I'm telling you guys this is because if anyone else is feeling like that, I want you all to know you're not alone. You've also seen my ups and downs over the course of this podcast. Like I'm not shy about.
You've seen mine.
Yeah. So we've definitely seen your ups and downs.
Because everybody's like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mine go bing bang bing.
Especially when your best buddy is showing you terrible cooking videos along the way. Which that's another thing I thought.
I'm taking blood pressure medicine. We're good.
That's another thing I thought about more is I looked back at the body of work we did. We released the Christmas special of all your appearances.
Is that meant for people to watch all together or just to pop in and out or just to put it all back out?
More than likely they're going to pop in and out. But we did have a good majority of people who left it on in the background as they were.
I do that.
Yeah.
I love the long formats.
Yeah.
Just leaving it there.
So that video, while didn't have a very high viewership, had a very long view duration, like triple what my videos normally get. So it was good. That was more for reminiscing, seeing your evolution from when you first came onto the show till now. But while I was reviewing that footage, I didn't watch all 6 hours of it. But
do my likes decrease? And when I mean likes, I mean the word like. Constantly saying it.
I didn't pay attention as much. You're definitely not doing it right now.
I'm definitely listening to anything I listen to. I'm paying attention to it now. So I'm not doing it to myself.
Yeah.
Only.
But
did you have our on-air sign on?
No.
Come on, put it on. See people. I don't want people disturbing us.
They're not going to disturb us. It's fine. They already don't disturb us. They're too fucking scared of you.
I'm such a nice guy.
With that said, as you mentioned, I say a lot. Just wanted to share that little bit about the way I deal with my downward spiral sometimes is just keep myself busy. That's the exact moment to find something to do.
Just call a friend.
Yeah, that too. And which is what we did. We just hung out yesterday.
Yeah, that's it.
Get me out of the funk, so to speak. This was a year of lots of ups and downs. But I was starting to get that next year. One of the new focuses will be more cooking videos. Sporadically, but definitely more than we've done in the past.
We started this list.
Mm-hmm.
I already told you what I wanted.
Yeah.
I need to think about it right now, right?
Yeah. But the agenda for next year is to do more cooking videos. When I say more, I'm talking maybe 2 a quarter at most. I still don't want to overdo it.
So 8 all through the year.
Yeah. And we'll pick something really special that you and I really want to do.
We have to. This is not going to be a mystery, but we need to do like I told you, I want to do that French ramen.
Yeah. But something you gave me a lot of food for thought in a previous episode where I was trying to pitch you the idea of recreating all these terrible dishes, trying it, and then trying to fix the dish, so to speak. And then you made this good point. You didn't even make the point. You were just like, no.
No.
You didn't want to waste the food. You didn't want to waste the energy because we know those dishes are going to be bad.
Right.
And, really made me think a little bit about my principles on where I sit in the YouTube verse because, quite frankly, typically the terrible stuff is what gets the most views and the reactions and stuff like that. And it's certainly funny to see anyone freak out, whether it's myself or you. But I think if you and I are, I do agree, and I've come to the conclusion that if you and I are going to do cooking videos, we're not going to do it to sell out for what we think is going to get views. Like at the end of the day, we should still be doing stuff that.
And we won't edit. We'll keep
enjoy.
our fuck ups.
Yeah. Yeah. And we'll keep our fuck ups.
Apparently people like that anyway. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, ratatouille a la table. So the Drio video, certainly, while it was a paid partnership video, it was actually really good for us to like experience doing a video together, cooking video together.
I think
from
it was
A to Z.
I'm getting another model, but I think it was out of the park.
Yeah.
On the first try.
I prepared a few clips.
お前はもう死んでいる。
Okay, that went somewhere at least.
Yeah, that was my exact reaction when I was watching this. I was like, this video is terrible.
I know, there's nothing.
And then just the farts come out and that's it. That's all it takes.
I love a good fart joke and poop joke.
Yeah. This is why we keep telling you guys, don't listen to us. We are morons. We chuckle and laugh at fart jokes. Okay? So if you had any doubt in the past that we're idiots, today is proof.
About that, because I thought it was like we were judging the accuracy of that, which is absolutely zero.
Yeah.
But in the old days, because that was a big thing, like people would like come up behind you, and I mean that's how I grew up. And your friends, and sometimes you have friends that are a little too rough, and they wanna. And then I have daughters, so I always say to carry like a lighter.
Yeah.
Because someone grabs you, all you have to do is turn on that lighter,
Right.
and they let go right away.
It's probably safer than pepper spray, right? Because if they're behind you, you don't want to spray like that and get it. Oh,
But a lighter, but the problem is, everybody had a lighter in the day. You know, I smoked,
Right.
but now people don't carry lighters.
Right. Yeah,
So-
that's a good point
So
too.
I mean, to be ready, like throughout history, people carried a knife.
Yep.
You know, money, obviously, and then what did I just say? What was the first? Oh,
A lighter.
A lighter.
Yeah.
It
But
was
people
like-
used to smoke a lot back then. So. All right. Well, here's another clip I prepared for us. This I'm really curious what your thoughts are on this.
Also,
okay?
it's not a funny. It's a dummy.
It's a bit of both.
Okay, a funny dummy.
He's about to get instant karma. Big ass step too. Rocked his goof out.
Wait, what happened there?
Are you familiar with Slap?
Yes.
Power Slap?
Yes.
It's Dana White's latest project where, just these people.
Wait, it's Dana White?
Yeah, Dana White's. Yeah. And just some of these slaps are, I don't know why you would want to subject yourself to
No,
this.
that's, that you could do a lot of damage.
You could do so much damage. It just freaks me out, but I can't help but keep
I
watching.
I watch it.
Then dude wants
I
to
love the
start drowning
TKOs
in
and
that
everything.
puff. Just looks like a clown talking about got that dog in me. You're a fucking idiot.
I got that dog in me, boy. You must don't know. But you about to find out.
Oh,
Another big ass step
Because it's a lot of things at the same time when you're getting hit, smacked it, because they're aiming for the ear. You can explode an eardrum and it creates that vacuum. It hurts. On top of that, and then you have a complete wall hitting your face.
yeah.
The chances of like getting like
I
concussion.
mean, how many battles can you go through before you have permanent damage?
Oh.
It's like within the first battle, you're already fucking yourself.
No, all it takes is one hit to change your life completely.
Yeah.
I mean, completely.
Yeah.
You know?
weak as hell. This man put his hand on his head. Karma got him.
You know it hurts bad when he lands and he's like, oh, fucking grab
Wait,
it.
that's the same guy?
Yeah. Here, watch it again.
But is it the same guy that he hit?
Yeah, it's the same guys.
His head. Karma got him. Had this man looking at.
So it's the
This man
same
put
two
his
guys
hand
from
on his
before?
Yeah, it's They did a few rounds. Look at this. Look at him. He fucking grabs his head. Oh.
Yeah, but he hit his head. He smacked his head wrong.
Man put his hand on his head. Karma got him. Had this man looking at God. How many times can you get away with fouling?
I like this.
That's all you do. That's all you do. I'm here for a reason.
I'm here for a reason. Like, to lose brain cells? Oh my God.
What happens when you're, 10 years later and you're like, I'm starting to notice that I'm forgetting shit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What, did you get knocked in the head before?
Well, I never got hit in the face, but I got like back of the head, back of the neck, back of the head, side hits, ears.
Oh, I don't know. It's just, like I said, I just can't look away. But the amount of damage that they're doing to themselves.
That's why everybody should get hit in their face once. People were talking less shit.
Singapore's punishment, right? For criminality.
Caning?
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
I love it.
That shit. Public humiliation and like, we're only a generation away. My father used to had a martinet to you know what a martinet is?
I'm pretty sure it's the same thing as a tongue towel, which is a bamboo stick.
It's a handle and dozens of leather little straps. I gotta tell you a story.
Okay.
Because I grew up with the nanny and I was like, a rough kid.
Yeah.
And she couldn't like handle me. So my father come back and said, use this. And it was a weapon.
Yeah.
It's almost like an S&M whip, it's got that but on tiny legs, it hurts. So I remember she used to hide it. And I slowly but surely figured out where she was hiding it. And then in the old days, you had these New York locks, which was like a big metal pole up against the door. So you couldn't push in that door. Right. I remember finding it, taking it, and I was starting to whip out the lashes till I left only one, and I put it back in the hiding space. So already as a little kid, I was fuck you.
My mom used to beat me mainly with clothes hangers.
Yeah.
And those were just readily available.
Those hurt.
Yeah, those hurt bad. But my wife, she has this funny story where she talked. So in Cantonese, there's this thing called tongue tiao, right? Which is a bamboo stick, right? Or no, that's not Cantonese. That's Mandarin. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is, her grandparents used to beat the shit out of her and her sisters with the tongue tiao. And then they would find it and hide it behind the TV, right? Because back then the TVs were so big.
I know this story. They found when they moved, they found tons of sticks in the back because they had to replenish it all the time.
Yeah. They were like, they fucking moved this TV and behind it were just fucking dozens of tongue tiao that were there for fucking decades. We have spoken many times about 10,000 hours. And while you are not a musician per se, I think anybody
can
appreciate what this guy's about to do.
Let's do this.
All right. He's only playing with one arm.
He's got my attention.
He's doing drum rolls with one fucking arm.
Is that a tribute to Def Leppard?
No, this is an Avenged Sevenfold song.
That was a good one.
And he's smoking a joint. But I mean, that is someone put in his time.
You can be not in tune with that and not know anything about it and appreciate it. That's how the level of how good he is.
Yeah, truly. He's really taken off on YouTube lately. But yeah, those are the main clips for today.
But those are the types of clips I like. I love watching people building And I know, like late at night, there's the guys who out of mud, they're building everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that's a little ridiculous, but there's a fascination. There's a reason why people are watching this.
Right. And I'm definitely, after your comments about not recreating the most disgusting YouTube dishes, it got me thinking more. And I was like, all right, I think I'm going to, at least for the beginning of the year, focus a little bit more on stuff that's going to make us happy that we can learn from. However, there's a lot of learning moments that come.
Why are you moving? What's going on?
I'm just dramatic effect.
I know, but it's like
was it too dramatic?
It's going to be a bad surprise.
Oh, no.
That wasn't like a good dramatic.
No.
I was like, here, I'm going to fuck you now.
No, I don't have anything that bad
okay.
coming. No, I was just saying, I'm thinking, at least for the beginning of next year, focus a little bit more on the positivity. But, you learn a lot from observing when someone's doing the wrong thing.
Okay.
Because you're going to point out things that wouldn't otherwise happen if the video's done perfectly every time. I don't know. I'm feeling torn back and forth.
But look at the plus side of doing a good cooking video.
Right.
Something we want to cook.
Yeah.
The chances are we're going to fuck up something,
right.
and then we're going to have to that's like, but we get to eat it after.
Yeah.
It's not over when it's over.
Right.
It's only over when we finished eating.
True. Anyway, but the main thing was I didn't want to waste food.
Yeah, I don't want to waste food.
Yeah, because we can say all day, oh, we're going to finish this, even if it did not. No, it's just why fuck with the food to begin with. Excuse me.
No fucking the food. You eat the food, okay, people.
All right, some viewer questions from Discord.
Go ahead.
Hit
me.
Killer Groove. It's specifically for me, but we'll lump you into this. chefbriantsao, have you thought of making a cookbook of your favorite dishes? Have you?
Yeah, but you don't want to do it because you make no money from books.
Yeah, true.
Books is an excuse. You didn't hear it from me, but you make the money off the touring.
Right.
You rarely make money off selling the book.
Right.
And you use the book as an excuse to
get out there,
and do stuff.
Right. It's very time consuming. There's certainly a book that I want to do. I have a very specific idea in mind, but I'm not going to release the idea in fear of anyone copying it. Not that it's that unique. However, you make a little money from it in advance, but those have dwindled greatly over the years. Unless you're someone mega huge, you're not really going to get much money ahead of that in the form of an advance. And yeah, it's just time consuming. And if you do want to make money, like you said, you have to do a tour. Yeah. You have to make all these appearances. But even that doesn't work unless you're mega famous and you have a big turnout to each one, right?
Yeah.
Like, quite frankly speaking, this podcast is still very small. The main channel sure is a little bigger, but in the scope of things, we're not anywhere near close where I would want to confidently go on tour across the country. I think we can do the meet and greet here very easily.
No, we're at the stage you come to us,
right.
and then we'll come to you when we can afford to.
Yeah, more or less, right?
Right? Isn't that the?
Yeah, it comes down to money, right? I mean,
right.
Honestly speaking.
Oh my God.
If it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. You have to make.
We're all whores.
Yeah. Well, no. So many people are. It's for the art, man. Stuff. But if it's,
you have to buy paint.
Yeah. There you go. Right. Like if it doesn't make financial sense and you do something to your detriment, what's the point to then? Right. So that's our brutally honest answer right there. Can we have more food eating shows with Frenchy and maybe some other guests on the podcast? Well, we've started having some guests. We had Wang.
But what do they mean by food eating shows?
Basically our Feasty Boys segment. Which
what was my favorite Feasty Boys? The one where we had the takeout.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was an impromptu. It wasn't planned.
Yep.
And it ended up being really good.
Yeah, I love Feasty Boys segments. Period. We do them, I would say, every 2 episodes, not every episode. There are some dinners that Frenchy and I go to. It's just for us. It's just for the guests that we're with. We don't want to always bring a camera with us, even though we do see each other pretty much every week. Again, like just some things are not to be shared. If we did take a camera to every meal we went to, we could. But on the same token, I don't necessarily want to work all the time. I know it's fun work, but it gets in the
because you've gone all out. You brought the equipment,
Yeah.
the camera, and all that, and I don't want to do it, so it's got to be you.
It's
right?
all on me, which is okay.
But we can't do like little snippets with our phones. This way, we don't have to.
Theoretically, we can, but again, like sometimes I don't. For me, just like anyone else out there, eating out is like fun. And like I don't want to go into something all the time that I find enjoyable and think about work.
Yeah, the interaction is what's fun too.
Yeah.
So,
for example, we went to dinner yesterday and I purposely didn't bring the camera because, I just wanted it to be bro downtime,
Yeah, and I needed downtime yesterday.
Yeah. So
definitely needed downtime.
You will continue to see Feasty Boy segments for sure. Just won't be every week. We'll do it every 2 to 3 weeks. Can you guys do a long-term project video where you dry age beef, make kimchi, make some kind of booze, or make cheese? I would like to see a chef's input on how you would use such products. I mean, that's all super cool.
What, a time lapse?
Yeah, a long-term project.
Or is that something you update all the time?
Yeah. So it wouldn't be filmed within one day, right? So like a good kimchi video, for example, we would have to visit the kimchi a day later.
Or are we just shooting off the snippets of the process?
Could do that as well. The point, however, while I would love to do all of that,
time again.
It's time, and you and I are
right
working,
back to where we started.
Right. We are still working full-time jobs, have our families outside of this. And between a podcast and Pro Chef Reacts, it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
I mean, look how yesterday my day got overtaken.
Yeah.
Like I didn't get any proper normal work done.
Oh, same for me too. So yesterday I was intending to come in super early. Remember? And I texted you, it was like, I'm not making it till 4:30 now, right? I was supposed to be here at fucking noon. But what happened? Like I had to put out some fires at the shop. Suddenly I was running around buying some supplies. And the reason why is because it's the holiday week. We're trying to be very careful about how much food we order. We don't want to over order, but then it throws you off your groove. So you forget something, or the purveyor ran out of a product because they're doing the same thing, So we would love to say like every Thursday we will film a podcast. Every Monday we'll film a cooking video. Well, unfortunately.
And on top of product,
yeah,
we're buying perishables.
Yes.
So that we have to be extra careful.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not the fact that we won't use it, like dry goods will stay on the shelf and stuff like that, but we're more concerned about perishables.
Right. So for me, my shop, we have turkey breasts, we have roast beef, we have chicken breast that comes in. Like all this stuff is just the moment you take it off the shelf, even at the shelf where you're buying it, it's every second that passes by, that product is getting worse. So we're always working against the clock. We will do more cooking videos from the dining room of Le Rivage, but for the sake of like our sanity and particularly mine.
Yes, now that the lighting and the sound and everything's perfect.
Yeah.
And we found our third, what do you call that? Actor in our show.
You mean the third musketeer?
Yeah, like the
Jordan.
restaurant. No. Shit. Sorry, Jordan. But like
the character.
A character.
Yeah.
The restaurant is another character.
Which is the dining room.
I had to dig that one up. Holy cow.
All right. Another question by the same guy, Grim, or some kind of collab recipe with the Fosby and some kind of bao. Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
The Fosby. He mentioned the Fosby.
He mentioned the Fosby.
Written that way.
FOSB. Yeah, indeed.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we definitely need to do a version of that. I wanted to do a real slider, not the one we did for Google, like a smash burger.
Yeah.
And we do the French onion soup burger version.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Oh, yeah.
Dre Moore says, Chef BriantsAO, hey there, chef. I've been fascinated by the dynamics of kitchen hierarchy in established restaurants, and I'm curious about your perspective. Imagine you're already successfully running your restaurant. In this scenario, if you had to make a tough call, would you prioritize retaining a trusted, seasoned chef who's been an integral part of your restaurant for years, the epitome of loyalty and reliability, or would you consider bringing a new, highly skilled chef, someone with fresh ideas and exceptional culinary talent? This can apply to you too. When it comes down to it, which would you value more, the loyalty and experience or the infusion of new talent and innovative approaches? May I answer this first, please?
Okay.
Everything. We want it all. That is the dream.
Okay, shit. We should have answered on 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
God damn it. Because I was going to say, I want it all.
Yeah.
Yes. The problem is also both entities become the other entity.
Yes.
So it never stays the same.
Right. You can find someone new, is excited, is driven. And a lot of times those types of individuals, not a knock to them, because you and I, I'm sure, have been guilty of this, you lose the drive. You can't maintain the drive forever. You know, I used to talk about how I accomplished a lot of things through just sheer force of will, like, you know, that Jocko or David Goggins mentality of like, let's fucking go. But you can only run on that speed for X amount of time, right? Like,
not according to him.
Not according to those guys. Yeah. But for most normal people, there's fuel to it. And, you know, you have to either find a way to refuel that fire to keep you going at that pace. Or, like you were saying, you find someone who gets a bit more comfortable, reliable. They've done their R&D period, so to speak.
Yeah.
Right.
And again, there's risk to everything. Those tried and true people get bored. Yeah. And you can see it. It reads all over them.
And memories get short. You can do all kinds of favor for them. So maybe they have loyalty and experience, but are they working at their full potential? That's another problem that happens a lot.
It's a shot in the dark.
Yeah.
So I want both of them.
Yeah.
I want both of them.
So to add a little bit more to the whole, I want both of them, unfortunately, it doesn't work out that way. And you gave 2 examples and you used, 3, 4
Let's put it this way.
adjectives,
We never get that option.
Right. Yeah, actually, that's true. You don't get the option.
Yeah, we don't get that option.
And I think both you and I don't spend the time wondering, oh, I would love to have this. Like you and I will chit-chat it over a few drinks, over dinner. Yeah. How many times have you mentioned you'd love to bring in a chef who can bring in some new ideas, but maintain the essence of Le Rivage, right?
And then you'll have some people who say yes.
Yeah.
And then you'll have the otother people who will say, no, I want to do my own thing. I'm like, no.
Brian, I got a weird message on YouTube, 2 p.m. on your Telegram. Seemed weird. Oh, yeah. So someone bring up in the questions section about this. And this is actually
the bots?
The bots, the scams and stuff. So that's actually the last question on Discord. So we'll end it here. Just a reminder, please. I'm not running any contests, nothing like that. Don't give anyone your info. That is totally a scam. Yeah, buddy. I mean, it's almost an hour and a half already.
No more of the funny?
No more of the funny.
Oh.
But that means we just got to come back again next week.
Oh, again, like there was one of the original episodes. The
the whole theme.
It's sad.
It is always sad to go. I always love doing these podcasts with you. But until next week, buddy, always good to see you. I like the shirt you're wearing.
Yeah, I like what shirt you're wearing.
Yes. Merry Christmas.
Merry Xmas. Merry Chrysler.
Happy holidays, everyone. Even though this video is going to come out well after the new year.
Happy New Year then.
Happy New Year then. But yeah, take care, everyone. And remember, don't be afraid to fail because it can only make you stronger. With that said, I'm Chef Briantsao, not your typical chef.
Frenchy. Bye-bye.
Bye.